You are now in tune with
Mamba Radio.
Chico on the team now, man. You fucking with the kid. Pat Breezy. Valentine, man. We doing real big over here, man. But check me out, y'all. She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Let me set the record straight. Hater, you participate. 3 girls with me like I'm going on a limo date. Say you got a man, but your man ain't here. The ice in my ear shine like a chandelier. Snapping out the phantom, don't you think I'm handsome? Watch on my wrist costs more than a mansion. Bet your baby daddy ain't icy like the kid be. Got your baby mama front seat of the Ferrari. She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Gucci man, LaFleur, baby, I'm that guy. Girls' eyeballs pop when my lamp pass by. My money long as a limo. Just to show off, I put my wrist out the window. Ride through the 6, little kid scream bingo. Fell off in the spotlight, hey, let's mingo. Then the DJ played my new single. The club got crazy, all the hoes went psycho. She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Don't be conceited, girl. I know you eat a girl. I know your secret, girl. But I'm gon' keep it, girl. Oh, you's a college girl? Come be a Gucci girl. Oh, you's a Gucci fan? Let's go to Gucci land. You diggin' Gucci man, cause only Gucci can. Drop a stack, pop your back with the rubber band. You diggin' Gucci, Gucci. Let's do the Oochie Coochie. Oh, that's your girlfriend? Why don't you introduce me? She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some rain in the front seat of the Hummer.
Alright, what up everybody? Thank you for tuning into Brown Mamba Radio. For those out there who don't know, my name is Jackson, and happy Monday to all you guys out there. Hopefully you guys don't have the case of the Mondays yet, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed your weekend. I know I definitely did. And happy birthday to the East Atlanta Santa himself, LaFleur, Big Gucci Mane. That's right. In honor of LaFleur's birthday, that's why I played one of his one of my favorite tracks by him, Freaky Girl. Again, and then it's just like I said, I know all you guys know, most of you guys know Gucci Mane from how he's, all over the place now, but please, if you're not familiar with him before he went to prison and got out and how he is now, please do yourself a favor and go back and listen to all his mixtapes, all the old mixtapes that they're probably still on Dat Piff and stuff like that. And like I said, not just the albums that are on Spotify, but just all that shit, man. Listen to all that stuff, the old 1017 stuff when he was really trapping and all that stuff. So again, happy birthday to Big Gucci LaFleur. And so let's see. Like I said, happy Monday to all you guys out there. And then just for quickly gonna go ahead and go over what happened this weekend. On a personal note, for me, what happened this weekend, I got to check out the gallery put on by Josh Vides. If you're not familiar with who he is he formerly of the Hundreds, I believe formerly of Classic. I don't know if he still operates that or the one that's CLSC. I'm sure you've seen it around. Josh Vides had his first gallery. I believe it's Reality to Ideas. And like I said, if the name doesn't stand out to you, he is the guy who he painted the pair of Air Force Ones all white, and then he outlined it to make it look like it was a sketch design or something like that. And that really took off. And then you've seen a lot of copycats and stuff like that, but don't forget he did it first. And like I said, Josh Vides had his very first gallery where he, took a whole room out in LA and he painted it white and he outlined everything, and then he had a whole bunch of pieces in there, like an American flag. He had these lockers that he had in there that that were for sale, that you could store stuff in, and I believe each locker came with a pair of the sneakers that are going to be hand painted, as well as some other stuff, I believe. He had like mirrors, clocks, he had cones that he was giving out to help promote everything. Again, also, some shoes around. He had some skateboard. He had a lot of cool stuff. It was really, really cool to see. And, it was just like I said, it's cool to see someone, just take like I said, literally take their ideas and put it to life. And in a very, I hate to use this term, but a very meta way, since the whole idea of the gallery and his art. And this one is like, taking it back to its, taking it off the page essentially, when you're doing the laying it out and sketching and stuff like that. But yeah, it was really cool to see. It was super it was super trippy, considering it was so white and just literally just black and white in there. It was very, a lot of the stuff that was very, like pop artish looking, like very Roy Lichtenstein. Like if you've ever seen his, Roy Lichtenstein's, Van Gogh's bedroom, his take on Van Gogh's bedroom, it's kind of like that brought to life. So like I said, it was really cool to see. And I know there's a lot of haters out there talking about how simple it is and anyone can do it, blah blah blah. And just like anything else, if it's so simple, why did you come up with it? Like I said, it is simple, but it is very time consuming. If you go in there and see everything is hand painted. I ordered one of his Carhartt t-shirts, and like I said, it's taking a little while because I'm sure that shit takes a long time to do. But yeah, like I said, it was super cool. The gallery was only this weekend. I'm sure he's going to open it up again. It was pretty successful. I think he sold all the pieces that were in there that were available for sale. And like I said, you're going to see a whole lot of copycats. Look for a whole lot more stuff from him, especially here in the LA area. But yeah, enough about what I did since no one really cares. But yeah, this weekend we saw the Winter Olympics started. It's good luck to Team USA. And everything that they do. Like I said, from how it looks like it's pretty damn cold over there in Korea. So I'll be definitely enjoying watching these. From this nice about 65 degree weather here in LA. It looks like I said, it looks fucking cold over there, and I would not deal with it. And I'll just be honest, I'm probably not gonna watch a whole lot of it, but I'll definitely be cheering them on. I'll be following along on the highlights and stuff like that. Like I said, the Winter Olympics, not that they're boring, but it's just not a whole lot. So I'll watch the curling for sure. I'm fascinated by curling. Like deeply fascinated by curling. I'll definitely watch the snowboarding. Shout out to Chloe Kim holding it down for Torrance. So like I said, I'll watch some of it. I don't know how much, but I'll definitely tune into the highlights. But like I said, also just go Team USA. Let's bring some gold home. And keeping it with the sports theme. So last night or yesterday afternoon on Sunday, it was Paul Pierce's jersey retirement for the Celtics, and you know, after all the hoopla and all the pettiness, and a lot of pettiness involved around it, especially considering the whole thing where Isaiah Thomas was coming back and he was gonna get a tribute video, but Paul Pierce was like went like full Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and like was like, hey man, that's not cool. I think it should be dedicated to me and stuff like that. And like everyone's like, what the fuck? Like, come on, like it can be both of you guys. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. Paul Pierce was very is a very important piece of Celtics history and stuff like that, but they can, it's like a shit, they can share it. And the game, his jersey retirement was after the game, and anyway, it's not like it was, during it or before, or it didn't like. So anyway, but after all, like I said, all the hoopla and all the pettiness and all that stuff, Paul Pierce's that whole day was just the ultimate bocce for Paul Pierce. And if you're not familiar with bocce, it's a Japanese saying where it's kind of like karma, but it's just the whole thing where it's like if you do something like maliciously or with negative intent and like on purpose, then it's going to come back on you. Like this whole thing is like it's kind of like, well, that's what you get what you deserve. It's kind of like that. And like I said, with Paul Pierce just being so petty and so vocal about this shit, and like, no, actually, this day should be all about me and blah blah blah. That was the ultimate bocce because the Celts were on the losing end of a good old fashioned blowout, a good old fashioned butt whipping. Just took them to the shed. Like I said, the Cavs blew them out, 121-99. The new look Cavs, by the way. Again, just gotta pour one out real quick for the homies, Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson. Both those guys, Larry Nance's stuff didn't show up that much in the stat sheet, but you can definitely tell that LeBron is going to enjoy playing with him. But Jordan Clarkson definitely did. He had himself a great game in their first games with the Cavs. Gonna miss him definitely, but like I said, it's always good to see them playing well and thriving in their new situation. Yeah, it was just that game, man, was something else, and it was just hilarious, especially as a Laker fan, to see all the fans and everyone that was there for Paul Pierce, and especially Paul Pierce himself, just having to sit through that ass kicking. That game was over in about a couple minutes into the third quarter, and by that point, normally that's when everyone would be leaving, like, man, get me the fuck out of here, I don't need to see this shit. But they all had to sit and wait all the way to the end to Paul Pierce's jersey retirement, the whole ceremony and all that stuff. And that was just hilarious to see them have to sit through it and just look so helpless and deflated and depressed and just like, God, can this game be over already? While the Cavs were just knocking down threes and throwing up alley-oops and dunking and just making them look so bad. And I believe that was the most points that the Celtics had given up all season long. Like I said, there's no better night for that to happen. Like I said, especially everything that was going on around it, or the whole, like I said, the situation around it. Like I said, it's just a lesson to be all you guys. Don't be petty like that, because it's always going to come back around and bite you in the ass. But seriously, enough with the hating and all that stuff. Because we all know Paul Pierce had a great career, especially obviously in Boston, but he had a great career overall. Very important figure, like I said, in Boston's history, which is saying a lot considering how, we all know how historic the Boston Celtics franchise is. And for a guy like Paul Pierce to, I believe he went 10th overall when he should have been like one of the top 3 picks. He just kept falling and falling. Finally got picked number 10 overall. Like I said, I'm not mistaken. But the Celtics, out of Inglewood High School. So like I said, he's a local guy. So we gotta show him props. Like I said, from Inglewood all the way to Boston, and then had a great career. Don't forget that he got stabbed or something that one time. He got stabbed a bunch of times at like a club or something, and then still came back and finished the season and led the team in scoring. I think they went to the playoffs and everything that year too. But like I said, and then obviously bringing home a championship for the Celtics in '08. So after a long drought for them, and like I said, all hating aside from the game itself and all that, Paul Pierce definitely deserved it. And like I said, a great career. Like I said, even though he did play like on the Nets and the Wizards and all that stuff like that, but even the Clippers, don't forget that. But well deserved. But also a lesson to all you out there: don't be petty about stuff like that. All right, it's gonna always come back to bite you in the ass. But yeah, big up to you, PP. And like I said, one last basketball note coming hot off the press this morning. I woke up to read about it on Twitter and stuff. Stephon Marbury is retiring. Like I said, I guess I missed that he made the announcement beforehand the season that this was gonna be the last season playing in Beijing. But Stephon Marbury hanging up the kicks finally. And like I said, if you're a younger sports or basketball fan out there, like I said, go back and do your homework. Look up Stephon Marbury. He's supposed to. He was supposed to be, next up. He's supposed to be the next big point guard coming out of New York. Like I said, he was a New York high school basketball legend. I believe he went to Georgia Tech, right? Yeah, he went to Georgia Tech. Did play his college ball in Georgia Tech. Top 5 pick by the where did he go? He went. Oh, here, let me look it up on his wiki right now because I know it was weird. Okay, yes, he was 4th overall to the Bucks, but then he was traded initially to Minnesota. So he was exactly. So, like I said, he ended up on Minnesota, and that was the beginning of what was you can only say is an up and down NBA career for Stephon Marbury. Definitely up and down is the easiest way to put it. Most notably of his career, he took place in the Timberwolves when he was paired up with KG and the Latrell Sprewell, and they had some great teams. But then bounced around a little bit, and then ended up on the Knicks. And then it was pretty rough time for the Knicks in that era, from 2004 to 2009. If you're a Knicks fan, sorry to bring that up for you guys. Like I said, it was a rough time, but he was like I said, very polarizing guy, very polarizing figure. But it was tough. Like I said, he had a tough up and down NBA career. But after he left, I think he had to stop in the Celtics. Like I said, yep, the Celtics. After the Celtics, he didn't want to resign and just be like a veteran minimum type of guy. So he actually went to China, and he was one of the first success stories of an NBA player going to China. Of course, they threw a boatload of money at him, and he was like, of course. But he actually, took it seriously and fell in love playing in China, and became a fucking legend in China. They have like all kinds of stuff dedicated to him. I think. Yeah, like the Beijing team that he played for. What was it? Where is it? Yeah, Beijing Ducks. That's what it was. I knew that funny name. Hey, the Beijing Ducks, and he just, like I said, just took the CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association, by fire. He brought the Beijing Ducks. How many championships? I think like 2 or 3. Yeah, he brought. Okay, 3-time champion in China, Finals MVP, League MVP, All-Star game. Just like I said, took it over and just like I said, became a beloved figure in China, and stayed there. Became a legend. He has an arena named after him. He has like a building named after him. They got a statue of him outside the building. All kinds of crazy stuff. And like I said, he just embraced the Chinese basketball league, and like I said, he's finally hanging it up, but not just on the court, but off the court. He did a lot of things. I know he like I said, a very polarizing guy, to go along with a whole bunch of polarizing figures to come out of the bling bling era, what you want to call it, from that time, like the late 90s to like the mid 2000s. Like I said, a lot of polarizing characters out there, but let's not forget, people are gonna make fun of the Starbury shoes, and deservedly so. They were ugly, straight up. They were ugly, and all that. But the reason why he did the things the way they did, was because he was trying to design an affordable hoop shoe for kids who couldn't afford Nikes or Jordans or Adidas or all the other expensive brands. That's why Starburys were in like Kmart and like Walmart and stuff like that. You know, and so like I said, big ups to him. Like I said, he you know, he definitely had his like I said, up and down is the best way to put it. But you know, one thing is for sure, Stephon Marbury, he did it his way. He did things his way. And like I said, 40 years old, finally hanging up the sneaks. So like I said, just tipping the hat to Stephon Marbury. Not sure what he's going to do going forward. Probably going to stay in China. I don't know if he's going to come over here back to the States to do some basketball stuff. But, you know, like I said, just tipping the cap to Starbury. I definitely liked watching his highlights. He was a good player on the court. But, you know, like I said, yeah, tip of the cap to him. But yeah, that's it for sports. One quick thing. Black Panther opened in select cities and is getting great reviews. Marvel did it again. They put out another good movie. Like I said, it's in select cities and getting a lot of good reviews. It's coming out worldwide, I believe, this Friday. So if you're looking for something to do as a late Valentine's thing, go ahead and go see it. But yeah, like I said, it's getting good reviews, both as a good film itself, as just a good piece of art, you know, like a good film, as well as obviously an important piece of art or history or anything you want to put it, for African Americans. It's definitely, you know, very, very, very unapologetically black. And I say that in the most respectful way. Like I said, just as respectful as the movie itself pays to African American history. Of course, it is a fictional thing. It's a comic book or a graphic novel, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, you know, come all the way down from, you know, the cast to the director to the writing to the costume design, the set design, all that stuff is just very, very respectful to African history. And like I said, and the soundtrack as well. And we all know the soundtrack is fire. And we all knew it was going to be fire. You know, because they got a bunch of great popular acts on it right now. Like obviously with Kendrick Lamar, all the top dog guys like Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, you know, coming back. J-Rock with the return. Absol, haven't heard from Absol in a while. And you got the other guys in there, you know, like Future, Vince Staples, Zakari, SZA, Georgia Smith, and but also I love how they're featuring African musicians on it as well. Like I said, I was not familiar with them beforehand. I don't follow a lot of African music. I know I should. It's very good. You know, but like I said, I like how they're featuring some young and popular African musicians on it as well. And like I said, to help people check them out and want to, you know, listen to more African music, which is, you know, worked for me. So I'm assuming it's going to work for a lot of other people. So yeah, like I said, Black Panther is, you know, it's going to be out. It's out here in LA, so go see it if you're in LA. But worldwide, you got to wait for everywhere else. You know, wait till this Friday. But just, you know, a great time. For African American history, a great moment in African American history, and like I said, you know, everyone should just enjoy it. Like I said, all my brothers and sisters out there, enjoy it, enjoy this moment. You know, it's a, you know, it's a great time. Great time to be alive. And like I said, I think I rambled on long enough for this one. Gonna play another track. I'm gonna play a song, one of the songs that I really like off that soundtrack. The Vince Staples joint, OPPS, featuring again one of the African musicians, YUGEN BLAKROK. This one's OPPS, and when we come back after this track, I'm gonna go over how our LA teams did, how my fantasy teams did. But again, enjoy the track. This is OPPS by Vince Staples and YUGEN BLAKROK.
Tune them.
y'all want from me? Y'all don't want money, y'all don't want from me. Y'all wanna die in the chase of things. We all gon' die, embrace the thing. Trapped inside a burning church, made it out alive. God know my worth. Raw face, scar face, sharp face. More defeat, I know it hurts. 20 of them. 20 on call, got 20 in my hand. Got 20 on judge, gave 20 to my dog. Got 20 on girls that'll fuck you. That'll fuck you, then fuck you over. Take your safe, take your keys, take your rover. Take the heart you thought you had. Speed off, rolling up life in a taxi cab. Ops on the radar.
You're dead to me.
How you wanna play ball?
You're dead to me.
Takes
You're
off.
dead to me. You're dead to me. You're dead to
You
me.
know what zone I'm in.
You're dead to me.
Don't care who you with.
You're dead to me.
Watch me do my shit.
You're dead to me. You're dead to me.
Hey, hey, ready, set, go crazy. Hit it finesse, you see I'm getting mice. Life hit a nigga with the limits, limelight. But at night, we still committing crimes, spitting rhymes. By the coupe with the spinning rim, get inside. Bring a friend, bleeding hands from the genocide. Clean me up, beam me up to the other side. Brothers die cause coons turn to butterflies. They don't wanna see me sitting in the bins. They don't wanna see me living on the end of the city, in the city, why being? Show no pity in the city for the sin. They don't wanna see me getting to the check. They just wanna see me swimming in the dead. Don't drown on ground with it to your head. 911 free, dead.
Ops on the radar.
You're dead to me.
How you wanna play ball?
You're dead to me.
Takes
You're
off.
dead to me. You're dead to me. You're dead to
You
me.
know what zone I'm in.
You're dead to
Don't
me.
care who you with.
You're dead to me.
Watch me do my shit.
You're dead to me. You're dead to me.
I move like a millipede when I flex them tendons like rubber trees. Young Billy Jackson, back to the shit. Mouthpiece drawn, got a verbal armory. Stack bodies, not figurines. Move beneath the surface, submarine. I'm half machine, obscene with a light sword. Look inside the brain, it's a riot in the psych ward. What you standing on the side for? Roar like a lioness, punch like a cyborg. Spit slick, attack is subliminal. Flowers on my mind, but the rhyme style's sinister. Stab behind my own bars like a seasoned criminal. Gotham City streets are playing the crushing any system that belittles us. Antidote to every poison they administer. Switching like time signatures. Colors in my aura tend to cover the perimeter. Brown bodies that the blues wanna shoot through. High res lenses wanna wool over your eyes. My strength ain't nothing like my size. Blades on the tongue, Kathleen Cleaver. Tangle my cords like a weaver.
Ops on the radar.
You're dead to me.
How you wanna play ball?
You're dead to me.
Takes
You're
off.
dead to me. You're dead to me. You're dead to
You
me.
know what zone I'm in.
You're dead to
Don't
me.
care who you with.
You're dead to me.
Watch me do my shit.
You're dead to me. You're dead to me.
All right, again, that was Ops by Vince Staples with YUGEN BLAKROK off the Black Panther soundtrack. And again, I forgot to mention another thing that's cool about the Black Panther soundtrack is the artwork. Like it's just so simple, yet says so much, and just again showing that, you know, sometimes simple is better. So yeah, that was good. Like I said, not only that song, but check out the rest of it. It's great. Trust me, it's really good. But yeah, let's see how our LA teams did over the weekend. Starting off with the new look Lakers. As we all know, some things changed for the Lakers over the weekend, or you know, later on last week. No, we don't have Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson anymore. Very sad, but you know, we added Isaiah Thomas and Channing Frye. You know, big win against OKC on Thursday for them. They didn't have those guys yet. You know, the trade just happened, but they got a good win, good team win. Guys played really well. Kuzma played well. Randall played well. All the guys played. Josh the Hitman Hart still riding high, getting hot. But then on Saturday they had a tough loss on the road against the Mavs. You know, they came out of the gate playing really well. Had a good start in the first half, but just kind of fell apart on defense in the second half. Couldn't start anyone, and you know, pinnacled by letting Dirk get a dunk on them. SMH. The ageless wonder Dirk just getting a dunk on them. But yeah. And then in case you didn't know, Saturday's game was the first one for Isaiah Thomas and Channing Frye's. Well, I don't believe Channing Frye played, or he didn't really get any minutes or anything like that. But Isaiah Thomas did well. He played 31 minutes, scored 22 points, 6 assists, and a rebound. But just looked all right. You know, he definitely looked better than what he did on the Cavs. Look, even though I still think, I know he's got some left in the tank, and I still think he's a good player. But I think it would just be smart for the Lakers to let him walk after the season. Look, if you want to know how I don't want to get into it now. Like I said, if you want to know how I completely feel about the trade and how I completely feel about Isaiah Thomas in his situation, you can go back and listen to my trade deadline reaction episode that I did last Thursday. It's available on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, and anywhere else you get podcasts. But like I said, I don't want to get too much into it here. But it's like I said, I still think he's a good player. A lot left in the tank. But it's just I just feel like he's damaged goods, and like I said, we can. It's just the Lakers aren't going to win anything this season, and obviously the goal is the future. It's this offseason, next season, and next offseason. That's where a lot of key guys are available, and so like I said, they're not going to win anything. I think they should just let him go out there, get his confidence back, let him pad his stats a little bit. Build up again, and maybe build up his free agency or trade value. Who knows if you can still trade him at the end of the offseason too. But like I said, just if they can just let him pad his stats, just the main thing, and then just like I said, on a personal note for Isaiah Thomas, is let him go out there and play and just build his confidence up. Like I said, it was I mentioned it a little bit in like I said in the trade deadline episode. It's just a fall from grace for IT. Very tough, very, very tough. So like I said, it's I think he's still got a lot left in the tank. I just think that it would be better served for someone else, not for us. And then so that's what happened with them. And then we get some more news on the injury update from Lonzo. Looks like he's going to be coming back after the All-Star break. And although my fantasy team does not like this, I don't mind the decision at all. One, because in our league, both my leagues, we have the little injury reserve spot, so boom, he's already there, so I'm not taking that big of a hit. But I also like it because, like I said, we're not winning anything anytime soon. So it wouldn't make any sense to throw him out there when he's like partially injured or anything like that, making him play, potentially worsening the injury, especially considering all the other injuries that we've seen going around this season, with Boogie, Kristaps, Jeremy Lin in the very beginning of the season, and just all these other guys going down. Like I said, it's not worth it. He's definitely, and then they're just also showing that Lonzo is a part of the future. Whether he's here or not, they obviously feel he has value, and they don't want to, like I said, they don't want to worsen this injury. So, like I said, just no sense in doing it. Just let him rehab, let him work on it, and maybe we'll see if he can get back out there after the All-Star break. There's 2 more games left, and then the All-Star break. It's like I said, for the free agents after the All-Star break, it's definitely gonna be time, just like Isaiah Thomas, to pad some stats, build up some value, some free agency value, trade value, whatever. Like I said, not winning anything anytime this season. Like I said, hopefully they can just put on some entertaining games. Hopefully that means ticket sales are going down, so that or the ticket prices are going down. Go check out a game or two, for the rest of the season. But yeah, like I said, the Lakers with their trade, they definitely let their fans know what direction they're heading in, and just gotta, like I said, just sit back and try and enjoy the ride for the rest of the season. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, as far as teams letting their fans know what direction they're going in, we have the Clippers. So quickly, just before that, like I said, the Clippers looking new as well, but they're starting to settle in. They had a good win on last Friday against the Pistons and Blake Griffin. They had a good win against them. Played hard. Like I said, just looked like a good solid win. Couldn't say the same thing the following night on Saturday. They just got their butts kicked. Score doesn't really reflect it, but yeah, they got their butts kicked by the Sixers on the road. Like I said, tough to go back-to-back road games, but like I said, it's still tough loss against Saturday on the road. Against the Sixers. And they have 2 more. They also have 2 more games before the All-Star break, but a lot of reflecting to do over the break. like I said in the beginning, it's very unclear what's going to happen with them going forward. And I personally just don't know what the future holds for the Clippers going forward. I just seriously don't know which direction they want to go. I mean, I know that they're like I keep saying that they're perfectly constructed to go either way. Just with the way that they're going, they're in that middle ground where the players are good enough where if they play well, it's like, oh yeah, we were trying to do this the whole time, but they're also not that good enough where if things just really go south, they're like, well, we just kind of build for the future. I'll do that whole thing. It just kind of the whole not knowing thing is definitely compounded by that awkward, very, very awkward post-game interview with DeAndre Jordan about whether or not he's wanted on the team anymore. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, go look it up. It's very awkward. He's answering questions post-game, I think Saturday, and someone asked him, do you feel like you're wanted on this team? And then DeAndre Jordan kind of pauses for a little bit, asks the reporter, well, what do you think? And then the reporter goes, I don't know. And then DeAndre Jordan says, me neither. So like I said, it's very awkward. Like I said, but he knows it's a bit. He even mentioned he just wants to play somewhere where he's wanted, but he understands to this time that it's a business. So who knows what's gonna happen. If they lose DeAndre Jordan as well, I mean, man, might as well just blow this whole thing up and just get ready for the move to Seattle. But like I said, in all seriousness though, it's just, even though they're playing, like I said, about as well as they've played all season. It's obviously not great basketball by any means, the definition, but they're playing is a lot better. They're getting good production out of a lot of these guys, and they're showing signs of life. Every time I watch them and just everything about them, I'm just getting this weird vibe that's just around the team. Like there's like this weird, eerie feeling or eerie sense that like something's gonna happen, like something bad's gonna happen. Obviously not like catastrophic or anything, but I mean, just like, I don't know, it just feels, there's like a weird vibe. Usually it's like when a team starts to play well, it's like you get an uplifting sense of, okay, we got like, or some optimism. Like, all right, we got things are cooking now, things are going now. Maybe we want to make some moves and make some noise and blah blah blah. And like, hey man, we're gonna be, hey, we're not gonna win anything now, but at least we're gonna be good going into the future. Usually it feels like that, but not in this sense. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe in this off season, if DJ leaves or if someone else leaves or something, we're gonna hear, like I said, all the stuff coming out. There's gonna be like some piece by some Clippers beat writer about, oh well, actually there was a whole lot of locker room tension and stuff like that. And so I don't know. Like I said, I just don't know what they're gonna do. And like I said, we just have to wait and see. Like I said, a lot of reflecting on what to do over this All-Star break for the Clips. But yeah, that's how they did. That's how our teams did. And now it's time to quickly see how my teams did. And spoiler alert, not that great. Starting in the Fantasy League, I lost the head-to-head matchup, and I'm still in 9th place. Like I said, at least I'm not moving anywhere. At least I'm not going down. Gotta find, the good things. And with my MVP of the Fantasy League was no doubt about it, Joel Embiid. Over the last 7 games, 80 points, 45 boards, 7 assists, 7 blocks. Made 6 threes, but he took 17. But he still knocked down 6 threes, which is good for a 7-footer. Making his free throws, 78%. Field goal percentage could be a little bit higher, but like I said, still playing well. Shooting 49%. And yeah, just Embiid looking really, really good. Hopefully he's building some momentum. He's into playing the All-Star game and all that stuff, but just the All-Star break itself would be a good break for him. Hopefully he can just keep it going, keep things rolling, and it's just, this is a good season for him, really good season for him in a lot of ways, showing that he can stay healthy, and hoping he can stay healthy for the rest of the season. And like I say, because it's basketball's better when he's out there playing. LVP for the Fantasy League this week. hate to say, my man Nick Young, Swaggy P, only 18 points. You know, he made 6 threes, which is good, but that's his job. You're supposed to make threes. Only 18 points, which means that he only shot threes since he made 6 of them. And then, yeah, just overall field goal percentage, not great, 40%, considering all he's doing is shooting threes. But, yeah, Nick Young, Swaggy P, the LVP. Nothing against you, Swag. You know I got love for you. But as far as his fantasy goes, just not getting it done. And going on to the NBA, I'm in 5th place now. What the fuck? 5th place now. Just not playing well, you know, and just, you know, hopefully, you know, LeBron wasn't playing the way he wanted to. Neither was DJ. A lot of guys just weren't playing the way I know that they can play. But hopefully this whole trade deadline, you know, tension is off their shoulders and they can go out back and playing good basketball. Obviously, that's the case with LeBron. He played very well. One of my co-MVPs. 108 points, 40 rebounds, 49 assists. Goddamn. 9 threes, 54% from the field. Jesus, just playing really, really well. Like I said, always co-MVP every week. And the other co-MVP, my main man, Dame Dollar. Who said that man isn't an MVP? He had a 50-pointer earlier in the week in lieu to 127 total points, 20 assists, 13 boards, made 14 threes, all his free throws, 29 of 29, Jesus, and making a good amount of his field goals, 47%, which is good considering he's a jump shooter. But yeah, just guys playing really well. Like I said, can't complain. Only and then on the LVP for the week for the NBA, my man Willie Cauley-Stein, just losing his minutes to Kostas Koufos, and that's never a good thing when you're losing minutes to Kostas Koufos. You know, as a big man, finished with only 36 points and 19 rebounds. You know, had a good field goal percentage, 51%. But, you know, just as a big guy, it's really getting down. They're getting down and dirty. Not too great. Other guys didn't play as well as him. I'll give him that, you know, but then they were all injured guys. You know, Dirk, Austin Rivers, you know, so like I said, can't really fault those guys can't really fault them if they're not playing. So, yeah, those are the MVPs and LVPs. And I know I mentioned I need to make some changes in the last episode, and I definitely did. It's tough. It's tough this time of the season because everyone's getting on the waiver wire, and just I'm in 2 big leagues, so like there's not a whole lot of good players left. You'd have to try to finesse someone with a good trade, which I'm thinking about doing. Don't think I'm not trying. But I picked up some guys off the waiver wire. For the Fantasy League, I got Justin Holiday, and then in the NBA, I got Rodney Hood and Allen Crabbe. So yeah, welcome to the squad, boys, and let's get some fucking W's for a change, please. So yeah, that's how things shaked up for me, and that's gonna do it for me today on this wonderful Monday. So yeah, you know, like always, thank you guys out there for listening. Thank you guys for fucking with me. Thanks for fucking with the vision, and you know, trying to link and build. And you know, like I said, if you like what you listen, or if you like what you heard, make sure you guys subscribe on all platforms: SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and anywhere else you can find podcasts. I know that sometimes when I look it up, there's like random podcast sites that have me. Subscribe there too to get a hold of it. You know, like I said, it's the best thing you can do. And then tell someone else to subscribe if you can. You know, and if you you want to yell at me about some of my takes. You know, you think that we should keep Isaiah Thomas? Do you think Lakers should keep Isaiah Thomas? Do you think the Clippers shouldn't move to Seattle? Or do you want to just tell me anything else? You know, do you want to wish me happy Valentine's Day on Wednesday? You know, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Look it up. Brown Mamba Radio. I'm the only one. Trust me. Also, and then you can follow my personal stuff. JXCKSXNNN. That's 3 N's. You know, DMs are open for Valentine's, ladies. Let me just throwing that out there. But yeah. So, you know, and then like always, everything's always available on brownmama.us. You know, so I'll try to be back later this week. There's no guarantees because I'm going out of town for the weekend, leaving on Friday. So I'll try to get something in on Thursday. Not sure. I got a busy week ahead. No Valentine's plans though yet. But yeah, so if I don't talk to you guys again at the end of the week, happy Valentine's Day to all you lovers out there, and happy Singles Awareness Day to everyone else who's just like me. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoy those moments, enjoy those days. And for the fellas out there who are listening and think that Valentine's Day shit is corny, it is. We all know it. But to the ladies, or to your lady, maybe, but to most of the ladies out there, it's not corny, and that shit means a lot. So like I said, just one day, it's not that hard. Just one day, show them some love, and you might like where it takes you. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, like I said, I'll try to be back later this week, but no guarantees. And then yeah, so if I don't see you for the weekend, go see Black Panther. Trust me, I'm gonna try to see it too. Also, enjoy All-Star Weekend. I will not be here in LA for it, even though, like I mentioned it before, I probably couldn't afford to be here for it. I know there's this crazy Adidas event going on, so if everyone that's there, check it out. Let me know how it was. But yeah, like I said, enjoy All-Star Weekend, all the festivities in LA, and enjoy the game as well. Cheer on the Laker guys. I know, was it Lonzo and Ingram and Kuzma, I think, are in the Rising Stars Challenge. Maybe not Lonzo if he's injured. And then even though he's on the Cavs now, still cheer on Larry Nance at the dunk contest. Who knows what he'll do. And yeah, like I said, just enjoy the weekend overall. Enjoy your week. And in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I'm gonna play you guys out to, might be kind of tacky considering it's got Valentine's in the name, but a great song nonetheless. My Funny Valentine by Miles Davis. So I'm gonna play you guys out to that. Like I said, don't just have a good week, make it a good week, and make sure you guys drink more water. Be kind of each other out there, and like I said, like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.